At last year's Mid-America Trucking Show, our 2024 Trucker of the Year, Alan Kitzhaber, asked Caterpillar if they might ever be getting back into the highway truck engine game for new equipment.
Not that I'm aware of. First off, I haven't heard anything about us getting back in the industry, but we are still supporting the over 1 million engines that we have out there on the road right now.
Alan Kitzhaber built his career and current well-deserved retirement with a Caterpillar engine. Came factory installed in his 1995 Kenworth T600.
I've driven this truck since it was new in January of 1995, and it's got a Caterpillar 3406E engine in it, 550 horse. No, I don't think I did mention that I have 4 million miles. Actually, I don't. It's 4.1 million miles. It's actually 4,105,000 almost. Yeah, not bad for driving a truck. Same truck for 30 years, more than 30 years now. Same engine's been overhauled 3 times.
Like many owner-operators, Alan Kitzhaber is sworn by his Caterpillar power. And for good reason. In its day, the 3406E was among the most well-used engines on the road.
At one time, Cat engine was the leading engine sold in the Kenworth trucks and Peterbilt as well with Paccar. So if you look at an average age of our engine nowadays is over 20 years old. So a lot of them can, go buy a drink or go buy a beer at a bar. And we're still out there supporting them with parts and any service we have out there. So.
Why did Caterpillar stop making their engines if they were so popular and beloved among owner-operators? Alan guessed the answer may have sat within a fundamental difference between his old Kenworth and newer trucks like this modern T680. We spoke with a Kenworth rep at Mid-America.
This truck has evolved in a few different ways. Through Powertrain, now we have our Paccar fully integrated powertrain. So this has the Paccar MX 13 510 horsepower engine in it. Also has a Paccar 12-speed automated transmission and Paccar axles in the rear. So that fully integrated powertrain obviously focus in the aerodynamic, on-highway segment, provide better fuel economy for the driver, more money in your pocket, obviously.
Something you brought up about everything being integrated from the engine, transmission through the rear ends. When you bought my truck, like in 1995, in that era, you bought one brand of engine, another brand of transmission, another brand of rear end, where now everything's all integrated and it's all by the manufacturer, which means that you have more control over what goes on. And everything works together better.
It works a lot better, yeah.
Rather than trying to go to different manufacturers to get all that stuff to work together can be a real challenge.
But yeah, many of the OEMs, international behind us, they have a fully integrated setup. Daimler obviously has their Detroit setup. But yeah, it essentially with all those working pieces, it creates better efficiency, better longevity, and also keeps the cost down for the operator as well.
It makes my truck sound like an antique, doesn't it?
Are integrated powertrains the reason Cat stopped making engines? That was the question Alan asked after our visit with Kenworth.
My understanding was that Paccar decided they wanted to develop their own engine integrated with the transmission rear end, and they wanted to do it all themselves, and that's why Caterpillar kind of got out of it.
I'm sure there was parts of that to it. We knew that there was a lot of vertical integration going across all of the companies. Ultimately, it came down to a business decision and whether we wanted to continue going that route or if we were going to figure out to do something different, which we did. We pivoted and we had our own truck for several years. And then after that, we pivoted again, and now we're just out there supporting the cat-powered truck engines we have out there.
Vertical integration within truck powertrains by truck makers was certainly a contributing factor, but it wasn't the only reason Caterpillar exited the on-highway engine market. The official breaking point had to do with emissions. By the late 2000s, diesel emissions regulations for both particulate and nitrogen oxides were getting much stricter. Caterpillar stuck it out through the onset of the 2010 changes, when most all other engine makers added the selective catalytic reduction systems we see today, featuring the use of diesel exhaust fluid. In 2008, they officially announced the end of production for new on-highway truck engines would come with the 2010 emissions regulations. So would the trend of integrated powertrains have spelled the end for Caterpillar engines anyway? We'll never know, but it certainly could have made competition harder. Even as integrated powertrains have become more common in new long-haul trucks, traditional engines like those made by Caterpillar and Cummins still power a large portion of the market. For many owner-operators, Caterpillar engines remain the backbone of long-haul trucking. As Overdrive 2025 Trucker of the Year contender John Treadway's experience showed, too, Caterpillar still supports owners with availability of factory reman engines like the one that Treadway replaced his 1998 Pete 379's engine with after a catastrophic failure last fall. Cat Engine's future for Alan Kitzhaber seems simple.
So the future is just continue to service and support the products that are out there for a long time.
However long. And that's kind of up to everyone out there. And, if they continue purchasing the Cat parts and services, then we'll continue supporting them. So,
Well, hey, Zach, thanks for the time you spent with us.
yeah.
And
And I hope you enjoy your retirement.
I intend to.
Yeah.
You got to do something really wrong to screw that up, don't you?
Yeah.